Hey everybody, this is AS Gaming coming to you guys with our very first installment of Cardfight Vanguard. Now, I'm playing this on Cardfight area, but before we get into more details about that, please subscribe if you haven't done so already, like and comment below, that way you can help this little channel grow. Now that all the formalities are out of the way, you guys are listening to some lo-fi in the background. I felt like it was going to be a lot better for me to be playing some lo-fi, and that way, you know, you're not just bored listening to me play, keyboard clicking, things like that. I also want to let you guys know that I hope you guys thoroughly enjoy this content. If you're looking to understand Vanguard some more, I'm going to link the YouTube channel as well as the website for Vanguard down below. So check it out if you're interested in this. But if you guys would like for me to give you a detailed explanation about Vanguard, a video, just let me know and I don't mind putting that out there. As well as if you guys would like a video about how to download Cardfight area onto your computer, we can talk about that as well. To my knowledge, I don't know if it's Mac accessible, but it could be figured out if you want me to look into that for you guys, but I know for sure it's good for Windows. All right, so let's jump in to our matches. Now, I'm in the side where most people play premium. In case you don't know, there's two formats in Vanguard. There's standard and premium. I'm not going to do premium this episode, but for the next installment I will, but I'm going to play some standard here. So let's see. Now, the deck that I am playing in standard, oh, you guys are going to see it right now. Nice. So I am playing this Brandt deck right here. So I like this. This is actually a deck that I have in real life. This is actually the exact same build as well. So I hope you guys think it's pretty good. And like I said, I have fun with this deck. It's pretty fun to have your opponent's triggers work against them. So let's look at our opening hand. My opponent says head. For the coin flip, so I'm gonna flip it here. Okay, so he gets to go first. I'm gonna return my triggers here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna draw because I need a grade 3 actually. All right, so I'm gonna draw here. That's not my preferred grade 3, but that's fine. So I'm gonna ride. All right, I'm gonna draw. That's my preferred grade 3. I'm just gonna go in for battle now. He's gonna no guard it. All right, perfect. I get him again. So I get another copy of Brandt, which I can put on rear guard so I can pressure my opponent some more. So looks like my opponent is playing Chrono Fang Tiger, which is a pretty good deck to be playing against. They're able to do the same mechanic that Gear Chronicle is actually good for in this, which is striding, which is very interesting. I'm gonna say no guard. I was hoping for a trigger there, did not get one. He ends his turn. I'm gonna stand, I'm gonna draw. I get a perfect guard. That's actually really great. I'm gonna ride. And looking at my hand, I have mostly grade 3s and my grade 4 and some triggers. I'm just gonna attack. I'm gonna keep it pretty light, just like him. You know, guards it. I get another perfect guard, which is good for the future. And all right, so right now it is 2-1, but grade 3 is usually the time that it's, you know, the damage zone can change, the numbers can change. So this is gonna be very interesting to see how he's gonna change the tides here. He's gonna stride up, which pretty much they have to discard a card from their hand, which is grade 3 or above, which is when it's grade 4, and they're pretty much able to get a grade 4 from their deck. And then at the end of their turn, they're able to re-ride and get another imaginary gift protector, which is very interesting. So novel around dragon. When placed, cost counterblast 1 and discard 2 cards from your hand. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck and call them to rear guard. All right, so he's looking at his 3 and he is calling them to rear guard. So not bad. He was able to make a whole column and get a booster from this. So when it boosts, Soul Blast 1 until the end of that battle, your opponent cannot intercept. You can only call up to 3 guardians. At the end of that battle, bind this unit. So I'm not going to be too afraid of this card right now. I need the early damage. This deck is very counterblast heavy, so This is going to be very interesting. I could ride this and then go into this, but I don't know. We'll have to see here. When place from hand, put up to 1 card from your drop zone. Okay. And then this is just the when placed, check top 5. Reveal a grade 3 from among them. Okay, and then he didn't reveal one, so he shuffled. So he's going to push me for some early damage here, which I'm okay. All right, so that's 20. I'm going to actually block this for 25. I'm not trying to have it be all that difference in damage. I'm saying no card. Oh, 2 crits. I'll still take it. I totally forgot he went nice draw, second check. Ooh, my one of is that still gonna hit? Ooh, that is 21 to 20. I'm gonna just 25k. All right, so stand. Oh, it's okay, my bad. All right, I usually try not to do anything until my opponent is completely done. So stand and draw. I draw into a heal trigger. I'm gonna ride Brandt. I go force 2 with this deck. That way my opponent can take 2 damage and then ultimately hit either a heal or a crit. Well, a heal on my turn, and then when I go to grade 4, all triggers are up for grabs except for critical triggers. Critical triggers are great on their turn. So I didn't draw any grade. Well, I don't need this right now. That can't be killed. This is fine, I guess, for now. I'm not gonna re-ride, so I'm gonna have to do this, and then I'm gonna do my Vanguard first. That way, if he gets a trigger, I can pick off his rear guard. What is that? 2 to pass. Ooh, I'll get the power to my Vanguard. Draw. Ooh. All Vanguard. So he takes 3 damage. All right, so he's 23. I'm gonna force him to call a card from his hand, at least. I think that's what he's gonna do. What does this do? I don't remember. Usually what I do in Vanguard is I see what they ride into. I try not to think too much about what they're going to do next. I want to see what they're going to do in the moment, and then how do I react within that moment of them doing it. So and then my hand's looking pretty healthy right now, so I don't think I have to be concerned, but let's see. When it attacks, activate all the effects below according to the number of cards in your hand. Okay. 5 or less, choose 2 of your opponent's front row rear guards and retire them. 3 or less, 3 of your front row units get power plus 10k. 1 or less, turn all their cards in your damage zone face down. Each unit gets continuous. All your opponent's guardian shields gets minus 5k. He has 4. So he's gonna retire. So I retire too. Oop. Okay, so I'm gonna retire these 2. He's 2 crit. Your opponent cannot intercept and only call up to 3 guardians from hand. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna 3 drives. Nothing prevents me from calling a perfect guard, so I'm gonna do this. I don't need this Brandt. Okay, okay. Okay, I mean, whoa, huh? 3. Oh, hey, I won. Nice, GG. And that is the power of this deck, ladies and gentlemen. When your opponent drive checks a heal, especially when they get this far, they 6 damage themselves, and ultimately they lose. So I perfect guarded it, which was great because I wasn't trying to take that much damage, but I ultimately won in the end. So That was great. I'm gonna leave. I don't need to save the replay. Let me see if I can find another match. All right, so I'm gonna get back to you guys when we get another match because it looks like everyone's busy, so it might take some time. So I'm gonna catch you guys in a bit. And we are back with another match, ladies and gentlemen. I will say I felt like I was pretty rusty in that first match, so I'm happy that I got this other match here. Hello. I'm gonna go with head. I'm gonna go with heads here. I'm gonna go with heads. I do get to go first, and he looks like he's playing, oh, Barnacle. That's a very interesting starter. All right, so everything but Brandt is going back. Then I'm gonna, okay, so it looks like we really just need a grade 2. So I'm gonna draw for turn. I'm gonna ride. And then I'm gonna draw, and there we go. Perfect. So our hand looks like it's set up pretty well here for our future turns. Let's see what he's riding into here. Looks like he's just swinging, no guard. Wow, crit right in the beginning. All right, so I'm gonna stand, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna ride this crit here. I'm sorry, this grade 2. Sorry, he got that crit and just threw me all off. I wasn't ready. And great, I hit a heal in response. So that's perfect. So that ties things up for now, but it puts me at a very interesting advantage. Disadvantage, I guess I could say as well, because I'm 1 heal short. You can almost want to search your deck for up to 1 grade 2, call it to an open regard circle. Shuffle your deck. If you have no face-up cards in your damage zone, you may pay Soul Blast 1 for this cost. Interesting. That's free. That's free. I mean, that's not free, but it's interesting that they let you choose, I guess, how you're going to pay for it, because I don't know why they don't limit that you can't call that, because now he's going to Soul Blast 1 to call another grade 2 card. Oh, when placed from hand. I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna say no guard here. This is 18. 25. All right, so I'm gonna ride Brandt here. I'm gonna go force 2. Activate my token. I'm gonna call this grade 3, and then I'm gonna actually activate my Vanguard skill here. And then I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna go for his intercept first. I'm gonna take away that open column there. I know that's a little crazy, but I'm feeling like that's the right thing to do. Either I force a card out of his hand, he's gonna let that happen. Oh, yes. Sorry, sir. And no triggers. That was dry, and he definitely hit no triggers. So that means that there's something. All those cards, you have the G assist, sir? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. This man has all his triggers in his hands. That's why he's not gonna hit any of them. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triggers in his hand. 2 of them are heals. Interesting. Yeah, I would have got rid of one of those crits too. Okay, so he's going to counterblast 1, search his deck for a grade 2. That worked out perfectly because now this gets plus 15k. This is about to be able to boost and can intercept from the back row. I'm gonna no guard this. because I'm gonna see what happens here. Okay, so now it's 1 crit. Okay, so I just take 1 damage, which is nice. I will let him take this. And then this can hit. Which I'm gonna have to let it hit. I have no interesting cards in my hand. So I'm gonna stand and I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna ride. Activate my token, give it to rear guard. I'm gonna use my Vanguard skill now so I don't forget to actually activate it properly. Well, I'm not gonna get the plus 4K from this, and it has to hit Vanguard. So we're gonna have to keep it this simple here. So I'm gonna either force a card out of his hand to make sure this doesn't hit, or intercept, which I'm totally okay with. Okay. Now this is the very interesting thing about this deck. They don't need Counterblast. So this is a 2 to pass. First check, second check. Oh wow, that's interesting. This is a very interesting deck. This is a deck that I can see me getting into. Because to be honest with you, you really... Interesting. And he has 1, 2, 3 intercepts coming from the back row. 2 crit here. I can't risk this. Great. He has to discard 1, which is beautiful. What is he going to discard? Okay. Second check. Nothing. Okay. So I don't have to take that damage. That's 18. That's going to be 28. I'm going to do this. I'm going to use this Counterblast. Call this here. And that's going to be 28. 29. So I'm going to stand. I'm going to draw. I'm going to activate my Vanguard skill first. So I'm going to Counterblast 1. His triggers are reversed. I'm going to call this here. So I can pick off this rear guard right here. Yes, it's going to open up a column for him, but who cares? Plus, he has the issue of what happens if this hits. So, man, we're going to battle here. I'm going to open that up. Because it's only when an attack hits the Vanguard. But I did that so he couldn't intercept. So he's forced to get a card from his hand. Well, he has these intercepts in the back, which, yeah, that worked out for him. Actually, totally forgot about that skill. Because as long as he has 1, all of your grade 2s, as long as he has 1 in the back, he actually works out perfectly. All right, so let's see. First, second. That's definitely not going to hit. Darn. Okay. So that's just 28. Let's do this. 34. So 25. So 2. Sure. Sure. And then this is the issue with this deck that I tend to see. I tend to see that once your opponent realizes that they have you on the ropes at 4 damage and they don't want to give you any more damage, but they want to end you next turn, they just deny you damage. So I will say this is the one issue that I do have with this deck at times. It's really my opponent's denying me damage. So I'm just going to push as much as I can. So I should have rewrote to get that crit, but at this point, it's one of those things that if my opponent's not going to give me damage, I'm really going to have to try. Okay. I wonder if he thinks, well, again, this deck works really well without you giving them damage. So this is another 2 to pass. So first, I do get to heal. I'm going to put that here. And second check, nothing. That's one placed when your other rear guard. I'm just going to end my turn, just my opponent. I don't want to clear anything for him in a sense. Maybe I could have used, like, destroyed that rear guard right there. So this is where he's going to try to finish me, I guess. Because he has no grade 2s. I'm going to say no guard for this. Oh, darn. I shouldn't have done that, but I could have taken his rear guard attack. So let's see. I'm taking 3 crit. So 1, 2, 3. GG. And it was fun. Alright guys, well, that's how we're going to end this episode. I'm sorry that, I didn't end on a bigger climactic note, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later.